Hey guys, how's it going? Widmitch here. Today we are back on Stitzer, Wisconsin for another episode. Today we are going to be taking our new 8520 on a road trip right over the hill. The goal for today is to actually expand our territory a bit. Now, one thing you're going to notice with this tractor is we switched to an updated version, actually a completely different version by Ghosty. I think he goes by STX Farms. He's letting us take this thing for a spin, and might do a mod review this port releases. The one thing is, I did really like the straight pipe audio from the other one. We might switch it out, because we do have a straight pipe on here, but you guys are going to have to let me know which one you like more. Anyways, the goal for this, we've talked about it before, we're going to make a path that kind of goes between here. Because first, we have to reach this field that is withered right now, and we're going to have to till that up today. So we're going to be using our new tractor to do some field work here. But the path that we're going to create here is going to keep on continuing alongside of the bean field that we actually started some tillage on over the weekend. We were really just running some test runs with our new speed disc or speed till. And what we're going to do today is buy this land off the neighbors. It's in a weird spot. Let's get up in the air here, and you can see that there is a path going there. But to access that path, we have to cut through the neighbor's farm, which I don't really want to do. Our other option would be to run this path along here and link to the neighbors, but if we're coming all the way over here, we might as well just bring it down. Cut like one tree down. We can use the firewood or sell it. And that'll give us access right here. And we can choose for this path to run along the bottom side here, or to run along this fence line, and then we can link with the neighbor's path. If we do that there, we're going to have to take down a little bit of this fence line, which kind of acts as a property divider, but it comes back around and goes to here. So I'm not really sure. Looking at this, I think what I want to do is bring the path here and just have it go down the hill, because that is going to give us access to, all of our fields, because if we're doing grass, we'll mow this one, and we can kind of just scoot around the back side there and get to this one as well. Other than that, there's not much else we need to access here. There are some more fields on the other side. We might expand this way in the near future, but that would require us knocking down this whole tree line. So we're going to explore that another day. But for today, let's go ahead and buy some of these fields. Land prices are actually really good. We're looking at $11,000 here, $4,000 here, and $7,000 there. Overall, in the 20s, I think that was around $24,000. And we now have all this new land. The grass, technically we already bought. When you do this map, you buy all the grass at once. So all we really have to worry about are these three fields here. So what we have is field 126, which is already tilled. 118 and 121 look like they're just some corn stalks. With these, I think what we'll do is probably just plant them. I think these we're going to wait and just do corn. They're new fields. We can spread some manure on them in the meantime. And if you guys watch the streams over the weekend, you see we planted 2 fields of this triticale. That is to mow and do some silage on. And I'm kind of thinking about planting it here too. So field already has lime on it. There's no fertilizer. But I think it's a nice seed bed. I think we bring the air seeder down here once we're done and get some triticale on that. So what we're going to do is get these cut down. We actually have to buy a chainsaw. So this is going to be a little bit more expensive of a project than we thought. And let's look for the chainsaws here. They're all the same. I think we're going to go with the steel for today. And let's see. Let's get our magic chainsaw outfit. And there's that. Let's cut down this one right here. Brand new chainsaw. I would hope this just eats straight through this tree. Please don't fall on the new tractor. That's all I hope. Alright, we're good. Well, right into the new one. This is going to be a dangerous operation, but... Alright, run. Down she goes. Slow and steady. Look at that. Alright, so we gotta figure out what we want to do with these trees. Alright, so all we did, we just put those trees over in the woods there. We'll cut them up if we need them. Right now I don't really feel like we need to. So now the next thing to do is going to be looking at making this path. Now this might be more expensive than we think, so you gotta watch how much money we're spending. But looks like I think we're going to use some of this gravel we've been using. But what we'll do first is come through here and just convert this grass we have to the path grass. There we go. That rounds that off. We can leave that way. And now we'll go to painting. And I think the best way to do this is just get one wide path. Bring it up the middle. And let's see how wide that is. Let's bring the tractor back up top. And let's look here. It looks like it should be wide enough. I think that's about the perfect size. Because we want our stuff a little bigger. When we're getting these bigger tractors and the combine down here, we're making the path now. We don't want to have to do it again. So I think that is good to be a little wide and a little narrow. Let's bring it down this way. Right down beside the field. And then sneak it right in between there. And through to here. Now, let's see. I think just run it down the side here. Now all we're going to have to do is bring it out to here. Bring it up a little bit. And actually, I think what we'll do is go right up here. And then narrow it down the middle of this field and get it out of the grass here. Alright, there we go. Pretty happy with that. Grab some grass, start going down the middle. And this is how you do it. This is how I do all my paths. So if you guys have always wondered how I get my paths to look the way they do, I don't think it's that special. Could be a little neater, but it will do the job. The one thing that's going to bug me is the clip on these trees. So I have to go slow and just do it like this. Gotta focus. Some would say lock in to do these so you don't mess it up. Right up there. And then after we place the grass down, what we'll do is we'll go back through the middle and use the right mouse button on PC here and kind of erase a little bit of it, get that grass in the center a little thinner. Helps make it a little nicer. Go speed around here. There we go. And then we'll do... We're thinking I'm going to cut this corner a lot, so let's... That. Kind of mess up the grass in the exchange here. Some shorter stuff. Now we'll go back through. Neaten this up, trim it up a little bit. If it gets a little close on one side, we'll trim it up on that side. So like here, we're going to trim it up on the left where it gets a little close. On the right, back to the left. Some spots will leave dead in the middle. Some spots will leave a little thick. Like right here in this corner, we're going to thin this out a lot. Looks like we're getting close. Almost done. Alright, there it is. It's a new path. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go around the side here. Kind of clean up some of these bushes I don't like. It's not that I don't like them, there's just a little too many of them, some spots. It's like here, that's too close. You don't want them right on top of our path. We want them a little closer to where the trees are. Like, these are good. Those we can do without. And then maybe we'll go back here and add a couple more. Make that a little nicer. Alright, there we go. So we only spent about $5 grand working on that path. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Seems like it's turned out well. I think that's enough landscaping for today, though. And what we're going to do now... You know, maybe we got to clean this up. I didn't realize how messy this path right here was. While we're at it. While we're at it. We do have a little bit more landscaping to do. So with this, what I'm going to do... Let's go right there. We'll re-gravel this since this is right by the farm. We think it would keep this cleaner. There we go. And let's just get that strip of grass. Start getting this farm nice and tidied up. That's a lot better. This one is a little dirt path. We'll leave that. Some of this we can trim up, but this is a less used path, so it's all right. That's all good. So now, I think I'm happy with that. Let's hook up the air seeder to the 8520 here. Man, I definitely miss those straight pipe sounds. Let me tell you. You guys are going to have to tell me in the comments what you want. I already said that once, so you guys just got to make sure, because I think I'm going to switch them out. Alright, let's get this up here, and this will be testing how good our some of our new big machinery fits on the new paths. See if we need to make them wider, or see if this is just going to be just right. Feels like it fits the farm good, fits the flow. So far, you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of the new land acquired. And how this path works. I like it. Adds some character. You know, we got some navigation through the farm. Thought this farm was a little lackluster that in the start. And I think these new paths are plenty wide enough. If anything, that's a lot wider than I normally make it, so I think we did good. Now, let's get on here. Switch to the air seeder. One thing I want to give a shot. Got course plane installed. We're going to see if we can get this to work. I think we can. Alright. Let's go generate field work. See what it does. Okay. No headlands. Here we go. Start work on center. That looks good. Let's try it again. That's better. Alright, let's start field work. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so it looks like it's going to start right here. That looks good. And let's check out the health of these fields. So it looks like these two need lime, along with a lot of our other ones. We started spreading that on the stream over the weekend. But this is going to bring us up to 3 decent-sized fields of triticale, which is going to give us plenty of silage for these cows. But the one thing it is going to leave us with is possibly the need for another silo. Now, we can use the bunks, or we could use the grass silo if we get it emptied out. We're going to have to see about that. Some other projects in the making. Tempted to start looking at a bigger cow barn. We're going to have some money here once we start selling our milk. You can see. These cows are giving us milk, while these other two aren't. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to move the heifer. These are two in the heifer barn, but they're all the same age. So we're going to move those to the main dairy. Because the problem we're getting is we're getting this slurry here, but we can't get it out. So for now, we're going to move these guys to the tie stall, which I believe we have space for, right? Let's see. So yeah, you can see we can hold 500 cows in here, which is a little crazy, but I think if we move the cows to this, makes feeding easier. We can put some younger cows in there. If we have any babies, we'll move them to those barns. But overall, I think that's what we should do. And are they putting manure out here? What is that? That's weird. They should be putting it out right here. Well, checking out the 80/20 here. Looks like it's going to do a good job. Got a hard time trusting Courseplay or hard workers, but it looks like this one's able to drive it good enough. It is kind of a complex thing to drive, so let's hope that stays going smooth. Got the triticale going in there. You know, we got threatened by our neighbors here. They were going to start growing some. We had to do it better. But, yeah. So we're going to let the hard worker go on here. I want to see why it's going slow. We might have this set. Weird. Let's check that out. He's going a little slow. Alright, well, it looks like it's all good. So, that's going to be it for me today, guys. A little shorter today, but we're still at about 17 minutes here. I hope you guys like the changes we did to the farm here. We're going to have some more coming. You guys know how I like to do things. We change a lot of stuff we already have, and there's going to be plenty more in the future. But getting ready for winter. I'm going to get some stuff wrapped up in my own time. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far and are excited for more content throughout the week. So, with that said, make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Check out all my other videos if you guys are new here. I hope you enjoy them. And see you next time.